here, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure really if it's taking effect. I did mention last week that I was noticing some jerkiness and like the camera was freezing, like when I was going back and watching the replays, that the camera was freezing, and I was like, what the hell, dude, like what's going on? And then I was like, oh wait a minute, it's because I'm trying to do a live stream on Bidchat, live streaming on Facebook Live, and then YouTube Live. So I was like, all right, you gotta get it faster, internet, new camera, gotta do something, you gotta keep up with it. So I'm testing this out right now, checking it out. I want to make sure, because I don't even know. Oh wait, let me log. That's right, I gotta check it out on here on YouTube there, because apparently somebody was having a conversation with me and I had like no idea. I was like, oh buddy, I don't know. Let me see. I gotta see if it's jerky or if it's not jerky, freezing. Because if it's not, then that means, yeah, I fixed it. And if it is, then, well, then that's no bueno, All right, let's see. Oh, whoa. Let me turn that down. Get some feedback there. All right. Is that all I do? No? Yeah? All right. Okay. All right. Now that I think I got everything going now. So far I'm gonna after this test run show, you know what I mean? I'm gonna check it out and see how much improvement, got I don't know, upgraded the internet speed. So hopefully that helped. If not, then I'm gonna, obviously get the newer camera there. But if it did help, then maybe I'll try doing Facebook Live again and see if I can get all three of them streaming live, and then we'll be awesome. It'll be all cool. It'll be amazing. But so since this is a test run, you know what I mean? I didn't want to. I got all these cool ideas and stuff in my head. I was like, oh, dude, I should did this. Just like the condom one. I think that was on a jerky freezy moment one, and that was a good episode. I thought, man. Yeah, and especially blowing them up, and who could have thought the condom would fly and legit land on my shoulder? That wasn't planned, man. Well, I was planning to blow it up, but it was it deflated on my shoulder. You can't plan stuff like that. You just can't. And I think that was one of the episodes that was affected by the freeziness and jerkiness and all that stuff. So I'm hoping this clears things up a little bit, so that way I can, like I said, add Facebook Live, and we'll see how that goes. So I figured save the good stuff for later, and then tonight just chat about why obviously it didn't come on Tuesday, because I didn't have the high speed yet. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go online and freezing up all crazy. Yeah, no way. I think it's still freezing up. I think so, because oh wait, maybe not. I have no idea. Maybe I am. Wait. I think. So I'm trying to watch myself on here at the same time as look at this and then looking at that. So I'm just gonna prop myself up over here, oh shit, I don't know. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave that there. So yeah, so Tuesday wasn't on here because no high speed internet and all that stuff. But dude, holy moly! I don't know how many of you guys are Godzilla fans out there, but I like Godzilla, crashing into mock buildings and stuff, flying airplanes on strings and stuff, yeah, that's right. And then I don't know if you guys remember when Godzilla versus Mothra. Do you guys remember that episode? Well, if you guys are on my Snapchat, I don't know who who's on my Snapchat, you know, but if you guys are on it, then you guys know what I'm going to talk about here. So there was like, you know, moths swarm around, you know, lights. Well, I think they're moths, right? Well, you know, flying bugs around lights and stuff. And I kid you not, dude, there's got to be like a special breed of this moth, dude, because it was like black and white spotted moth, and it was just this huge, dude, this huge. Granted, I may have exaggerated about, you know, the scorpion army attacking me, but I'm not exaggerating this time. It was this. Let me put this pencil down, like this big, because it's, you know, they're a triangle. This huge, man. It was black and white spotted, and it was on the wall. And I was like, dude, I gotta Snapchat this. You know, it's like Mothra. You know, and here I am, Godzilla. You know, and so I was like zooming in, you know, with my camera. And then I was like, oh yeah, dude, check it out, this is Mothra. And then I got attacked by its babies. All of a sudden, baby moths are all over me, and I was like, ah! And now I know what Godzilla must have felt like, you know, with the freaking airplanes and shit, you know, shooting at him. Now I know what he felt like. I felt pain. And King Kong. You know, King Kong had the same issues too, but he didn't fight Mothra. So I guess I can only relate to Godzilla. Godzilla. Yeah, you know. Well, that was that incident. You know, I was attacked. You know, and then I ran inside, and I think you even hear me saying, "Oh shit!" You know, there's some creepy, you know, moth babies. I took off running inside. That no, not having that. No. So yeah, so that was a moth incident. You know, and then there's wasps. I'm pretty sure I have like, again, I know must have exaggerated on the scorpion thing, but dude, wasps nest on my ceiling somewhere because of the fact that I killed like, I don't know how many today, maybe 2 or 3, but then there was a baby one, so that leads me to believe, I don't know, you know, put 2 and 2 together, I think I got an issue with the wasp nest on my ceiling. I don't know. I mean, there's baby wasps, and then there's the mom wasp. I don't want to know what the queen wasps look like, you know, and if they're like bees or like not bees. Is it bees and ants that have like the queen bee, you know, just like pops them out, you know? That's gonna be kind of scary if they're just popping out, you know, randomly, and then I'm like hearing this boo sound, you know, and it's like, you know, when you hear that fly, you're just like, ah, you know, you just want to get it out of your ear, you know. Ugh, it's making me itch, too. It's making me itch, making me itch. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Wow, almost got attacked by moth. Horrible, horrible. So that was my moth story. And then I was trying to also figure out, I was like, well, you know, since I'm over here testing this out, you know, because I want to make sure what got jerky. Like I said, I'm picking one or the other, and then I'll combine them later on, you know. Yeah, combos. So thinking about that. What was I going to talk about right now, too? I was like having this whole discussion about what I was going to discuss. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have ever gone out, you know, and if you've gone out with your friends, you know, well, obviously everyone's gone out, you know. And obviously, I think we've all been cut off at one point or another, being at a bar, being at home parties, or somewhere. Someone's always cut you off, like, oh, you're cut off, man, puking, or you're stumbling, slurring, you know what I mean? Hitting on the bartenders is a big no-no. I found that out. Hitting on bartenders. You don't want to do that. They'll ride out, walk you, escort you, as they say. Yeah, so don't hit on the bartenders. Well, you know, and this, all that yelling is my 15-year-old son playing. I think he's like my soundtrack. We'll pretend he's the sound. Yeah, that's him screaming like a girl. That's the soundtrack. That's my soundtrack for this evening. Nice. I wonder if this will come out. But so about getting cut off there. I've never been. So, you know, you go out to a place, you know, and go to order your drink there. You've been cut off from all the bartenders. you're not even drunk. You had one drink, right? And I even told them to water it down. I said, I'm allowed. I was like, you know what, water that down, water it. Doc said 1 week, if that. I said, this is my weekly one. Water it down. Let's do this. And sneaky one of my friends, sneaky little bastard there. He went around and he told every the bartenders, hey, see, and I'm kind of noticeable when I go out. I'm short, tattooed, and I got blonde hair, and I'm normally wearing a plaid skirt and boots, and sometimes tube socks. So I'm kind of noticeable. I don't know. And so, I'm all, don't want to test it out for a second one. Do I want to? Bethany, should you? And then I'm like, ah. And then that's when, my alter ego kicks in, like, Bethany, you were diagnosed with this thing, and then that's when I'm like trying to think, realistically and try to back up my my choice of my choice of reason, which there is no reason, but I'm trying to back it up there. So I said, I'm just gonna go order another one. And then I go, hey, can I get another? And before I even order, he's like, I can't serve you, ma'am. I thought he was talking to the lady behind me because she was stumbling. And I was like, oh shit, this girl can't get served. And then I went to her, he's like, ma'am, and I go, what? He's like, you. And then he looked directly into my eyeballs. Directly. And he's like, I can't serve you. And I said, I had a watered down drink. I mean, watered down. I think there was more grenadine and cherries than anything. I was like, what? What? And I was like, okay. Because that's what I was going to ask, And then I was like, but the thing that even tricked me too is I was like, how do you know I was going to ask for a soda? And then again, most people know that I'm going to ask for soda, But I was like, dude, like, because they didn't even like charge me like the full price because I was like, hey, just a splash of that. And they're like, that's not even a drink. You're just drinking pure like sugar. And I was like, yeah, I know. But just humor me. So I looked at him. I was like, you're the one that served me that very light drink, man. I'm not drunk. Like what's going on? And he's like, we've all been told to not serve you. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, who did I piss off? And so I'm thinking, okay, I must have pissed off the owner that I had no idea was the owner, or I pissed off someone's girlfriend that's the owner's girlfriend, or the wife, mistress. I don't know. But I pissed somebody off, and I said, well, who told you that? And he was like, I can't say. I was like, oh, no, we're getting somewhere. I said, who told you to cut me off? And then I'm assuming he did not mean to, but his eyes kind of did the little, like a little snag, like a because he was getting nervous because I was getting like in his face, like I'm a midget trying to like get on my tippy toes, looking at him like who told you, dude? Like I'm sober. Who told you? And then like as he glances, I knew as soon as I looked over, I was like, mm-hmm. And me and my friend made eye contact. I was like, yeah. That friend went around and said, don't serve them. I was like, well then. I took on off. And it was the funniest thing ever because like, I don't know, like, I think it was the fact that like literally the drinks were watered down. And I think I just wanted it just to hold something, you know what I mean? To be like, oh yeah, there's something in here, but like I said, I think they charged me like $1 or $2. It wasn't even full because I was like, stop, that's it, it was pretty lame. But I still was angry and I stormed off, dude. I was like, crazy lady walking down the street, and my friend's like, whoa. He said that he just saw like the flash of me, and he's like, I've never seen midget legs walk so fast. They practically had to like run after me, and I was like, yeah. He's like, you threw a fit. I was like, I did throw a fit. I threw a fit. I'm like, I can't believe I got cut off. I've never been cut off, without even being stumbling drunk, without even, being drunk. Buzzed even. No, never been cut off, but I was cut off. And then, let's see what else. And then, I think I told you guys this before, right after my stroke, the right side obviously was a lot weaker. And I I still had it in my head, that I was gonna go back to, being, little punks here, going out and having fun there. And barely out, not even like an hour. And I'm like, oh, dude, my legs hurting. Saw my friends, and since the right side was still weaker, obviously, I didn't want to take my pimp cane out because, it's my pimp cane. I wanted to leave that at home, trying to walk on my own there at that point. Well, I do a little stumble, not like a stumbling, like whoa, not like that, but I do stumble a little bit. And the bouncer there at this place, he's all, nope, not letting you in. And I was like, what? He's like, no, you had too much. I was like, oh man, all right, and yeah, that it's been interesting. And then, but the thing that flashed, I had a like vision that flashed before my eyes that I knew that I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta just stick to your cherry cokes and your sprites with your grenadine. Because at that moment, mother, I apologize. I'm throwing you out here again, throwing you out here, and see, this time I don't have to be quiet because my mom's not here to eavesdrop on my conversations, But I had the split thing. I was not throwing that fit, and I was like, oh shit, this is like my mama do, like, hey, you're cut off from drinking, no more, you know. Because I remember, like, what soundtrack. Because I remember, like, if I go visit her, if she'd come over, I could tell she'd been drinking, she'd be drinking red wine, lips would be red, tainted red a little, and I'm all, denial. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want to be that way. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this the right way, but there's some interesting stories there, man. Like, my mom is interesting. She's my mom. You know, she gave birth to me. She did. And I don't know if how well you guys are familiar with authors and books, but there's an author named David Sedaris, and I can relate so much to his life, man. Like, I think he says, like, one chapter, like, his mom's like, it's me time, and like, it was dead winter. Kids go outside and play, locked them out and drank. Just drank it away, man. I was like, oh, no, I think my mom would enjoy this book, I tried telling her, don't do random drunk, and you can tell, and I can always tell. She'll tell me, no, she's not been drinking. But, I know she has, but I listen to it out. I'm like, all right, I'm listening, I'm like, I'm not rolling that way, Yeah, Sprites, grenadine, cherries. Sounds awesome to me. That and, my candies. I always carry candies, so that's always kind of fun. Um, but yeah, so it was interesting, how wasn't entered, not allowed to enter a bar when I wasn't even drunk, not even had a drink. And then a friend told me, our friend went around and literally told every single bartender, measure this short, tattooed, blonde hair, plaid skirt, don't serve after one. I was like, wow, what? And it's pretty interesting. But my mom's not the only interesting person in my life there. Because there's stories about my mom. Huh. I mean, the only stories I have are like summer stories because I grew up with my dad. My dad and my sister Becky. Becky, I know you're probably not watching because I bet you anything you have not downloaded my Bidchat app, and I bet you anything you're not watching. I bet you you're not. And if you are, dang, I'm sorry. But I bet you you're not watching. But no. So soundtrack. Don't worry, he's okay. It's just a soundtrack. He'll be fine. It's all right. Um, so I was telling my friend about like incidents, of where since I was really tiny, when I was little, my dad would always throw me to do like the small little shit jobs, like the side jobs that we had to do. And one of them was going into the vents and the main vent, and it's like maybe like this much off the ground, maybe a little high, a little low, give or take. I don't know, but I could fit in there, arm crawling in there. But that's about as far as I could get, like I was like flat out, and I was like, Dad, what are you gonna do? And he's on the outside, and he's all right. When I start squirting in the water, just get all that gunk, just move it out the way, get it off the vent. And I'm like, but the water's gonna be cold. And he's all, well, then you better do it quickly. And I was like, oh shit. And then I just heard, Becky, get your sister a towel. And I was like, oh, here it goes, man. What? Okay. And then I don't know what they're talking about over there. And then I was like, oh, this is gonna be cold. And here came the water, dude. Blowing all in my face. And I was like, ah, Dad, it's cold, it's cold. He's all, well, you better get to work fast. And I was like, I don't know what I was grabbing, and I was like, grabbing, I'm pretty sure it was lint. I'm pretty sure, because it was an air filter vent metal thing, and then to get out, I couldn't, like, if I scooted out, I was like pushing water outwards. So like I had to literally like kind of turn. Yeah. There's some things that are good about being small and short, and then there's those reasons why you don't want to be small and short, because they send you into the vents. They send you up the chimney to clean the chimney there. There was no chimney, chim chiroo. No, none of that there. Mary Poppins was not there. No, it was Bethany and Becky. We were in there. And then, yeah, we had some, like I said, like the times are different between like growing up with my dad and then the times are with my mom. My mom was like this health nut, health nut. Mom, how would you describe yourself? A health nut, yes. Liking her wine, yes. Did she, is she hopeless romantic? I don't know. She doesn't. She's a pretty independent woman, And yeah, and then with my dad, it was a little different there, He had, and I swear to God, I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I can't get my kids to pull the weeds for shit. Everyone's telling me, oh, you have kids, tell them to go pull the weeds. I said, dude, man, I remember my dad would tell me on Saturday mornings to go pull the weeds. And we'd have to get up or else we'd get in trouble, And then there was a system to mowing the grass. This was before my dad got freaking, like, lawnmowers and shit. How they had the bag that you attach to your lawnmower to catch the grass. And yeah, my dad didn't have one of those. No. And in my old house, there was, one patch of lawn here, one patch of lawn there, and one there, and one there on the opposite side. So technically, four patches of lawn. My dad mowed the lawn. My sister raked the grass, and Bethany And how it like $10,000 the size of my hand. I'm doing like do this. That's just fucking eyeball. No, when you use it, I don't know, try to but yeah, man. I think shorts. Sorry about that. Yeah. See, it is jerky. It is so jerky. And yeah. Let's see. Either that or just I just sworn like when I watched it not live, it wasn't jerky, but this is being jerky around. Jerk around when I want to check here. This jerky on YouTube. It's feed right? Yeah. This feed being I'm gonna say acting, not being. Acting jerky or freezing, because I don't even know if jerky's a word like beef jerky, you know, or freezing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I felt bad because like some chick justified the challenges, and well, yes, we do. We do challenges, and we do homemade home food things like the homemade sriracha, which don't ever try to improvise with a what? It's right there. That's your water right there. That's the Charlotte. You guys, I think, remember her. Yeah, she's in Wonder Woman right now. You know, I'm gonna make a pink Wonder Woman costume. It's gonna be awesome. It's already in my head, the little trend. Yeah, she's a Charlotte. She used to be my co-host, for quite a bit of time. You doing all right there, buddy? Yeah. Well, yeah, it's damn, dude. So that means, all right. So the high-speed internet thing's not Mikey. Hey, Mikey. When are you gonna come hang out, dude? I mean, I know you live like way the hell out there, but it would be cool if you ever came into town, and kind of hanging out, we hanging out. Hey, why weren't you at Gabe's tap and bottle thing the other night? I was there trying to shoot live, but again, it had to be logged out of this, but I guess I was logged in to that, and logging in, that just doesn't work. So it looks like I'm going to need a faster camera, I think, or maybe I'll ask him. He's a computer savvy there. Maybe he'll be able to fix this. But I thought it was doing good. But I'm looking, as I said, and it's like going. See, I don't know what it's like on Bidchat. Like I'm looking at YouTube, and like I said, the girl was asking, "Hey, do you do challenges?" I was like, "I wish I would, have this answered earlier." Because I said, "Yeah, dude," but so on YouTube, I'm doing my phone here to see if it's choppy, and I have Bidchat on here, but I don't have Facebook streaming live because I want to make sure that I'm able to keep up with it, if that makes any sense. If that makes sense. But anyway, so yeah. And then let's see what else. But yeah, like I was explaining to my friends, like yeah, growing up, dude, like my family it was like that. Oh yeah, I have a stepsister, half brother from one father, two half brothers from another mother, and another, my father and mother, and I can go on, but I don't. They're my brothers. I just say they're my brothers. Take too long, and they're just my brothers. We're all different. So we all grew up differently. I had to be of course. Well, see, this Dad, if you're watching, Dad, you're probably not watching. It is past your bedtime. But I know probably somebody in my family, Uncle Pablo. I know you guys. But see, my dad told me, and my sister can back it up. As long as I got good grades, I got to do what I want. I got good grades, man. I'm a wrong student. Come on, man. So then, when I was hanging out with my sister, her curfew was whenever, just be home before the sun comes up. And I thought that was mine as well. And then as soon as my dad started realizing, like, oh shit, she ain't like Becky. This one's gonna give me something to run for. She got, a helly in here. So I was like, oh, yep. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And so and then started to put the curfews on, like, I'd be going to be home by 3. you would think that would be enough time now. I think I was grounded more than I was ungrounded. Like for me to be ungrounded was like what? That's how it was. Like, you know, I was just always grounded. I swear, my dad is like, you know, hello, David. The boy there. Them. How was your job today? Yeah. Was it hard work? No shit. Right. Son here now. Um, his thoughts would be quite proud of him. Because, my dad, he would take me on a couple side jobs, but he me my brother Justin, you know, things that, help, like, yeah, you won't do around you. You don't better, but you will work hard. Unbelievable. Telling you, no, who will do that? But yeah, I gave me my bed. That I gave me, and I'm green. Shit. Oh, we now there? Oh, the deuce. No. I think I'm working on a cat. Somebody's using the internet. Yeah, journey. You guys have the internet over there? Internet is it? I want to sit down my stuff. So much. Well, look at that. Facebook did happen. So, the whole look at it. It was funny, or the show that was in. So, which was a Punksis already on YouTube and shit. I was called down, Debbie. Yeah, we know about it. And there's one, and you said you're like, and I think my brother has been watching that. She shits word for word. My mom, I said, Debbie, yeah, you know, where are you going? How are you? What are you doing? Oh, I have no idea. Your name, I can see if it pops up at all. Okay. I can't click it. Good. Now this is slow. Oh, well. No, I hate like all the bad doing test runs. So this is what it would look like if we got this camera, and then this camera, and then, well, you guys saw the difference. All it was like, and then, but yeah, just streaming so many things. And let's connect me though, Frank. Oh, I couldn't connect myself either. Oh, guys. Back to the whole, I don't know if I got off track of that thing. I some yeah, there's my things also besides it was there a little wine. That's her contact. You know, how you got you going? It's just scary. It's very scary. That's all. I don't know. Mr. Potter. Oh, dude. I didn't do it. I internet. Created it. And see what I made now. If not. I don't feel like I think that's funny. So I'm about, I'll see, you know, the appearance, whatever, you know, I think we're going to have different opinions. Well, holy moly. So I had fallen, right? And I just tripped over something that I hit my head. And I did not know this, but like when I was released to even like from the hospital, like there was a stable brain bleed that I was still having. I was like, holy moly, that's kind of scary, you know. But you know, it did stop. But so they said, you know, just be real careful. Well, you know, take cautions, you know, working out, or don't work out, you know, don't overexert yourself because you know they'll reopen up the scars and shit. You know, I know why. And so I was like, nah, dude. I was like, I just have a headache. It's nothing big. I'm like, anybody who hits their head literally is gonna have a headache. You know what I mean? So I'm prescribed like migraine medicine, nothing hardcore. You know, it's low dose of just low dose medication. You know, nothing hardcore. And okay, I'll just take it. His head's kind of hurting. You know, but when I went to take it, it was real hard to swallow it. You know, oh shit. So that scared me because you know they you know my daughter wanted to call you know the ambulance. She's like, oh, you get your head. You know, I'm really worried. You know, just something happens in your sleep. You know, so I went to the hospital. You know, for her. You know, I normally go to this other one because they have my chart, but because of me being that I had the stroke, the brain bleed, the respiratory failure, everything happened at this other hospital. I decided to go with that one since they, you know, they know my history more. And I literally walk in the lobby, they look up my name, I'm trying to tell them, you know, symptoms. They take me back right away. You know, they're like freaking gurning me up. They're like, we need to get a CT scan. We got to make sure that the bleeders have not reopened. And I'm like, I mean, we're really getting time to take out all my freaking piercings out, you know, and we're like, all right, we're good. We got everything out. Okay. And then they're saying, you know, there's nothing there. And I'm like, okay, you know, but I was having massive freaking headaches, dude. Like massive headaches. It was getting worse and worse. And they said, well, we're going to keep her overnight for observation. I said, all right, you know, but I don't know why. I mean, I have headache medicine at home. If it's not bleeding, you know, I could just go until I take my headache medicine. Then, you know, the swallowing, yeah, was concerning me because I still couldn't swallow. So I think that's what they kept me to. Yeah. So I didn't suction even. But this is what I don't get. They were holding me to observe me, right? So their whole demeanor changed when I got moved to the floor. I don't know if it was by looks, medicines, whatnot, what say, whatever. Demeanor was changed. Completely different attitude. I was like, all right. So am I going to be reconnected anytime soon since, you know, I'm supposed to be monitored for some reason? No. Why my observation then? I'm like, can I get anything for my head? I'm all freaking hurting me worse than now. No, like the doctors don't want to give you anything that they're like, since you already take pain medicine, we don't want to stray you away from your original one. They're like that we try to keep patients on the same one to get home. I call bullshit on that because when I was in the hospital for a month, they gave me all kinds of medicines that I had never been on. All kinds. I mean, it was going through the IV. And so I was like, wait a minute. Wait, what's going on here? And I realized I was being freaking profiled. I was a drug seeker. Man. Yeah, but it just happened to me. Like, it happened to my cousin too. When he went to a hospital, they told him something was wrong with his. I forgot what they told him. Something was wrong, but it wasn't. His pens burst. You know what I mean? And this is raw people. You know, they judge you. So judging people, profiling people. You know, just because we look different don't mean anything. You know, it kind of sucked. You know, because I ended up. And you know, the lady's like, "Oh, bring in your pain med right now." I was like, "Dude, my head's really hurting, you know. It's kind of fucking been hurting all night. I'll bring it in." Never brought it in. I was like, "Cool." And she's like, "How about you eat lunch and then, you know, we'll bring it in when it's better." And I was like, "Cool, we'll do that." Nope, did not bring that in, man. I was like, "Right on, right on." I was happy. Like, just like ground. And look, see, now it's not. I'm freezing. It's like it seems like it's going better. And I like Lady Gaga dance. Yes, folks, I am sober. I'm drinking for Bethany's because you know that alcohol lowers the threshold of my seizure medications, and the devil pulled me up double. So yeah, neurologist is like, if you're gonna have one, it's one road class a week. It went from two drinks minimum, you know, if I were to go out, to one glass a week of red wine, and I have to be careful with the red wine too. So preferably, I'd have to switch, I think, to pinks and whites, I guess now, because the red wine will do something with my platelets, and that's my blood disorder and stuff. You know, with the blood clot. Yeah, I'm a rare breed, man. Like I told my friend, I'm the damn Pokemon. Pokemon. I think there's a Pokemon filter actually. But being that this solved nothing, you know, Mikey, you should be my guest. You want to be my guest next Tuesday? Text me. Let me know. Because it'd be pretty awesome. Because you're awesome. We're awesome. You should just come show. I don't have Gabe because I have Gabe down. I just want to chat with him, and then we're going to be opening up the tattoo shop, and hopefully chat with you guys and Johnny next time, because the tattoo shop is not opening. Where is my? Hold on. Well, it's called Spark Project Collective. So if you go there.com, it's pretty awesome. It's not your average tattoo shop. You know, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be pretty awesome. You know, excited for it, and I believe Gabe's band is going to be performing there, because we're gonna have bands performing. So if you guys live in Tucson or in the surrounding area, and you know you guys are mellow, kind of, you know, acoustic player, even if you guys want to perform, go to that website, email Johnny. He will hook you up, you know, and we'll speak more with Johnny next week, you know, talking about the shop. Maybe I'll even shoot from the shop, maybe. Yeah, if he has wireless access, I don't see why we can't shoot from the shop. I don't see what's going on. Yep, so we're plastering the grounds with flyers, and what say you know, and it's, and again, David Sedaris. I mean, memoirs. I mean, shit. Yes. Because my kid, I'm crazy. Like I said, my kid, I don't even know if I can do this. This is having stroke. I don't remember sometimes this. I don't know if I did, but it's asking her. And I told my daughter, if there's anything that you have to remember something, he's like, no, I'm not tagging. That both into being weird. But anyways, evening, and to lay out, I had a bitch go fast and awesome, and then here, trucker. It's that show called Keep It Up Speed. Is that good? And Interesting. What's that? I guess 7 minutes. But yeah, we're back thinking. Uh, oh wait, down. Let's punks. I don't know. That's it. Find me. Like it's because Bidchat. Let's see. There's I'm seeing myself holding the penis, but then again, it's like at my. This doesn't seem. Yeah, I mean, no jerk. Still trying to do a lot. Come on, Jason, amazing. Oh, and how does it? Oh yeah, it is working. Okay, you ask how it benefits what you're going to promote. Think about it. You're a personal trainer. You promote fitness. You have your clothing line. You do all the gym fit stuff. Got gains. I still don't know what that means, so I will ask you on that show. But how I figure it fits into this is because in the video, Shia LaBeouf is muscular. And well, you're muscular, and so that way you can show the people's, if you eat right and you work out right, this is what you can look like. Huh? I'm gonna keep bugging you. I'm gonna keep bugging you on that. And then we will do it. We will do this video. Oh yes, it will be done. All right. Well, on that note, my fellow, I was gonna say my fellow YouTubers and Bidchatters, and I would say Facebookers, but I'm offline on Facebook because I said I couldn't keep up with it. But yeah, so this was a test run. So the next time, yes, we're going to have the challenges. We are, what is today? Thursday, right? Yeah, we'll have the challenge, the food challenge. We'll wait, wasn't I supposed to make something homemade? Hold on. Hold on. All right. Yeah, this is why. Jello and mayonnaise, no. I was supposed to make something like, make it from, oh wait. Homemade red pepper flakes. Okay, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do on the next show. I'm gonna make homemade red pepper flakes and then microwaved marshmallows with Doritos and cheese to make them into nachos because I love nachos. So that's the food challenge for the next time. And maybe Mikey, maybe you want to join me, huh? You do a grill food, Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? All right, it's been real. It's been great, and I'm out now. Let's see. Okay, do I need to turn this feed off first? Oh, and then I've been skinny. I want to know your guys' opinion because people say I should go back to black. And then I'm like, well, do I do like black, like how I used to do it, like black on top and then keep the blonde on the bottom? Or do like, you know what I mean? I don't know. If you guys can like feedback on that, because I'm so indecisive. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right. What the? Yeah. I'm gonna have I want like an intro to music. All right. See you guys later. Bye.